produced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play action. It's Tannehill. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Ekeler. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Check nickel.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Allen going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hines. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. On play action, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Throwing now is Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now Allen again. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Kenny Galladay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones, 78 yards, and the Titans have taken the lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On play action, Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Bills 7.
Second and 6.
Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Allen on third. Flushed out right. And Diggs has it.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. to throw it. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want a coach in Charles to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Finding room inside the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down. They run with Hines. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Allen now on first down. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, on is the former Dolphin Matt Hawk to punt for Buffalo, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. Finds his tight end Ingram. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now back to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Titans are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the route is on here in this first half. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And my goodness, another interception. picked up by Carl Joseph. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill escaping the pressure right. Open man is Cameron Batson. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Tannehill. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Open man Julio. Touchdown Tennessee. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Bills 7.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think...
It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hines. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Allen off the play fake, rolling to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kenny Golladay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Bass on for the extra point.
So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Running on first down, Eckler. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Titans. The CD, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, it's Hawkins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. To the right and complete to Galladay. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. On play action, Allen steps away. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Buying time to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On 2nd and goal, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This is a counter play. Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Tannehill. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill on the move to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. After the sack on 1st down, Allen flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let him know. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Allen will try to throw for it.
And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Twisting away. Now room for Eckler. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Being chased out left. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Now that definitely hurts, because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Tannehill going to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. Now Brown, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.